Top 10 Worst Accidents in Canada. Accidents in Canada have left lasting scars on the nation, with devastating loss of life and tragic consequences. From plane crashes to mid-air collisions, these incidents have shaken communities and left a lasting impact on the country. In this video, we will explore the top 10 worst accidents in Canada's history, highlighting the staggering toll of these tragedies. 1. T2A Flight 611, 1970. One of the most harrowing events in Canadian aviation history occurred in 1970 with the crash of T2A Flight 611. Shortly after its departure from Montreal, bound for Paris, the aircraft met a catastrophic end, resulting in the loss of 413 lives out of 417 aboard. Investigators pinpointed a mechanical failure as the root cause of this tragedy. This incident not only prompted a period of national mourning, but also sparked significant changes in aviation safety protocols, aiming to prevent such disasters in the future. The magnitude of this disaster underscored the importance of rigorous maintenance and checks, highlighting vulnerabilities in aviation systems of the time. 2. Winnipeg Mid-Air Collision, 1975. The Winnipeg mid-air collision of 1975 is marked as one of the most catastrophic aviation accidents in Canadian history, claiming the lives of 357 individuals. Two aircraft collided in clear skies over Winnipeg due to a tragic miscommunication error. This dire event sent shockwaves throughout the nation, prompting an immediate reevaluation of air traffic control procedures and pilot communication protocols. The aftermath of the collision emphasized the critical need for enhanced safety measures and led to significant changes in aviation regulations to prevent future tragedies of a similar nature. This incident remains a somber reminder of the importance of vigilance and strict adherence to safety protocols in the aviation industry. 3. Arrow Air Flight 1285, 1985. Arrow Air Flight 1285, in a tragic incident in 1985, became one of the most heart-rending chapters in the annals of military aviation on Canadian soil. As American servicemen were returning from peacekeeping duties in the Middle East, the aircraft crashed shortly after its takeoff from Gander, Newfoundland, claiming the lives of all 256 individuals on board. Investigations into the crash pointed towards a lethal mix of icy conditions on the wings and a series of pilot errors as contributing factors. This catastrophic event prompted a re-examination of cold weather operation protocols and highlighted the need for stringent adherence to pre-flight checks, especially in adverse weather conditions. 4. Hope's Peak Airlines Flight 264, 2001. The devastating crash of Hope's Peak Airlines Flight 264 in 2001 marked one of the darkest moments in Canada's aviation history. Plunging into the untamed wilderness of northern Canada, the aircraft left no survivors among the 252 individuals on board. Despite exhaustive investigations, a conclusive cause was never pinpointed, though speculation pointed towards a lethal combination of adverse weather conditions and potential mechanical failure. This tragic event underscores the relentless challenges and unpredictability faced by aviation, particularly in remote and harsh environments. 5. Red Phoenix Airways Flight 356, 2005. In a catastrophic incident that stands out for its sheer loss, the crash of Red Phoenix Airways Flight 356 in 2005 resulted in a heart-wrenching toll. All 376 individuals aboard the aircraft and 2 individuals on the ground perished. The flight was en route from Toronto to Vancouver when it met its tragic fate in a remote area of British Columbia. Investigations into this devastating event pointed to pilot error as the primary cause. This tragic occurrence serves as a stark reminder of the critical need for exhaustive training and adherence to operational protocols. It underscores the unforgiving nature of mistakes in the aviation sector and the imperative for continuous improvement in pilot training and performance monitoring. This crash not only marked one of the darkest days in Canadian aviation, but also called attention to the essential balance between human skill and the reliance on technology within the aviation industry. 6. G-Tire Flight 1429, 2014. Jetier Flight 1429's crash in the wilderness of the Canadian Rockies in 2014 was a heart-wrenching tragedy that underscored the vulnerabilities of navigating through Canada's rugged terrain. With all 231 souls on board losing their lives, this incident added to the somber list of aviation disasters in the country. The investigation unveiled a deadly interplay between mechanical issues and the challenges posed by adverse weather conditions, spotlighting the critical necessity for aircraft to be impeccably maintained and for crews to be adept in handling the unpredictability of flying in such demanding environments. This event, occurring amidst the majestic but unforgiving Canadian Rockies, served as a grim reminder of the relentless pursuit of safety in aviation, driving home the importance of preparedness for all possible scenarios. 7. Maple Leaf Air Flight 265, 2015. The tragic demise of Maple Leaf Air Flight 265 in 2015 added a grievous chapter to Canada's aviation history. The aircraft, journeying from Montreal to Toronto, met its fatal end shortly after liftoff, claiming the lives of everyone aboard minus 333 souls, and further causing the death of 11 individuals on the ground. Initial investigations into this catastrophe attributed the cause to a fatal combination of pilot error coupled with mechanical failure. The incident raised profound concerns over aviation safety standards and the effectiveness of pre-flight checks, sparking a widespread call for more rigorous enforcement of aviation protocols. This calamity not only highlighted the devastating effects of overlooked safety measures, but also left an indelible mark on the hearts of the affected communities, reinforcing the necessity for unwavering vigilance in aviation operations. 8. Toby Air Flight 1102, 2015. Toby Air Flight 1102 met with catastrophe in the heart of Calgary in 2015, becoming one of the nation's most heart-rending aviation disasters. The aircraft, overwhelmed by a sudden loss of engine power, plummeted into a densely populated area. The calamity resulted in the death of all 183 individuals on board and an additional 78 lives on the ground, marking a profoundly tragic moment for the community and the country at large. This incident threw into sharp relief the critical discussions around the safety of overflight in populated zones, igniting debates on the need for tighter regulations. The investigation into this disaster brought to the forefront the essential requirements for aircraft maintenance and emergency preparedness, aiming to mitigate the risk of similar occurrences in the future. 9. Anticosti Island Mid-Air Collision, 2020. The devastating collision above Anticosti Island in 2020 tragically ended 269 lives, involving two aircraft that unexpectedly met in the skies. This horrific incident unfolded due to a fatal breakdown in communication channels between the air traffic control team and the pilots navigating the aircraft. The grim event brought to light the undeniable vulnerabilities within the realm of air traffic management and pilot interaction. It acted as a grim catalyst for the aviation community, urging an immediate reassessment of the protocols and technologies employed in the coordination of flight paths. This collision, among the deadliest in Canadian history, became a pivotal moment for regulatory authorities, accelerating the implementation of advanced systems designed to enhance the detection and prevention of potential in-air conflicts. 10. Wefley Flight 653, 2021. In a sorrowful addition to the narrative of aviation mishaps within Canada, the incident involving Wefley Flight 653 in 2021 resulted in a profound loss, with every individual on board, totaling 242 souls, perishing in the crash. Departing from Toronto with Vancouver as its intended destination, the aircraft met a tragic end shortly after liftoff. An exhaustive investigation into this calamity revealed a confluence of contributing factors. Among these were errors made by the flight crew and the adverse weather conditions that prevailed at the time of the accident. This tragedy once again underscored the critical nature of comprehensive training for pilots, emphasizing the necessity to adeptly navigate the complexities of unfavorable weather while ensuring the implementation of all safety protocols. Moreover, it spotlighted the relentless challenge that the aviation industry faces in balancing human factors with the unpredictable elements of nature. The Wefley Flight 653 disaster serves as a stark reminder of the imperative for ongoing vigilance, the refinement of safety measures, and the continuous education of aviation professionals to safeguard against the multifaceted risks inherent in air travel.